On this episode of Lapeef, Let's Talk.
Don't
Why do you keep saying that? Nobody is bringing up money.
Because I said that a lot of men are not marriage. You brought up money. What are you talking about? You just talking about how men
I didn't bring up money. I said the gym. I said level up. I said a lot of different things. I never brought up money. Not one time.
You did. You said we're out earning. We're taking over nursing.
Well, I think that the term level up is where the discrepancy or misunderstanding is coming, because I think, Ashley, like based on what you were saying, you were looking at it as more like money wise, which I completely agree that just because you have money doesn't mean that you're going to be a good mate, whether male or female or whatever. But Anton, I think, was saying that level up means a lot of different things, and he just listed a few, whereas it's money, whereas it's in the gym or whatever. He just listed several under the umbrella terminology of level up. So I think that's where the misunderstanding is.
Look at Kay for the clarification.
Well, my assessment,
I'm coming to you, Real. I'm coming to you, Real. After Ashley. Okay. Anton, what are your thoughts about it?
I think all women want a traditional man. All women want a traditional man that they don't have to share bills with, that they can work if they choose to, but is not required to work, that they're not needed in order to bring resources into the household. I think that women are still inherently women and men are still inherently men. But what you found is that women are leaning on this excuse of independency as a crutch or a badge of honor, similar to what Kay said, in order to justify their results and the fact that they're not getting exactly what it is that they truly desire. That's the reality. People are lying to themselves, largely women. And what you're finding now is that there's a transition in which men are starting to gain they're getting their power back, and they're realizing, hold on, I am awesome. And she can't really compete with me because long term, she gonna burn out. And she not really happy by herself. However, me continuing to level up and become the best version of myself actually affords me more options. And she thinks that she's running the show when in reality she's gonna die alone. And the thing that Ashley don't understand a lot of times is that there's a difference between things that men play with and things that men marry. There's a difference between the women that men play with and interact with and marry. And so for a woman, any woman, to tell me that she would like this type of man, and she got this list and these need to be awesome and spiritual, whatever, like that, right? But she can't actually get that guy, that really speaks to the inability of the...
That's an assumption, and a lot of Black men don't want to hear this, but I agree with you all. Most Black women are not marriageable. Most Black men are not marriageable. End of story. And so it's easy for you all to say, oh, die alone, this and that. But most of y'all are not marriageable. You're not. How are you marriageable?
What makes you think you're gonna be able to get a man?
But women are
and telling me what
she
men
said. She said both. She said both. Jr.
I did,
but no. But hold on. She cut into me, right? And you do understand that you don't control access to marriage. You can't dictate what it is that we're interested in when it comes to marriage.
I have to want to date you and give you a try. There's some men I wouldn't give
a try. No, you don't. As we continue to level up.
You couldn't have married your wife and asked her to marry you if she didn't say, yeah, I'll go out on a date with you. A lot of you all
actually, that's not what happened. That's not what happened.
Oh my God.
Continuing
her to go out with you.
Continuing my point. The point is that men, they control access to marriage, not you. You don't determine what our choices are. We determine what the choices are. As we level up, we have more options. As women get older, you have less options.
But
you are not competing.
Options. You guys complain all the time.
We have all the options.
But you guys complain all the time that they're not good enough women to marry in America, and that's why men are not marrying. So
no, ain't no you all. Again, you're missing a key word. Men that continue to level up. I'm not talking about guys that's complaining, right? Men that continue to level up have an abundance of options.
And we see
that's
men
the truth.
all the time. And we see men all the time with tons of money, with girls who don't have a whole lot of substance. So I mean, you can get the
because that's the plaything. That's not necessarily the person that they want to marry.
Well, we see
they
that
have the option to do it anytime they want to.
You keep talking about like men who have a certain amount of money. Okay, I'm talking about.
I didn't say that. I said men that continue to level up. Men that continue to level up. That's what I said.
How are you leveling up when you don't make good choices in your life? How are you leveling up when you have to pay child support? How are you leveling up?
You're not answering. You're not asking the right question.
I'm talking about most men. The average women.
That's not most men. Most men don't have a bunch of baby mamas. Most men are not losing. Men are winning.
You only need
Listen, Ashley. Go to the gym. I'm not and make an observation. And you tell me any gym, pick one. From Planet Fitness all the way up until the highest gym that you can find. Lifetime, right? The Diamond Club. Go in there and tell me the overwhelming majority of the population in there, is it men or women?
Mostly men.
You can look at any consensus, and men out earn women. They are overwhelmingly taken over in STEM fields.
You're talking about
men are starting to take over nursing.
Yes.
We are competing harder than we ever have because we're taking our power back.
And does that
the point that I'm trying to emphasize to you, we control access to marriage. Hold on, Ashley. You just hold on. I'm gonna give you a real example. Let's use me. I don't mind being an example, right? You said that you can't understand, or men like me would be left. And you don't think that if I was single right now, if I got divorced today, you don't think that I can throw a rock and hit a chick and reel her in without even thinking twice?
You will, Anton, but
I'd have a bevy of women lined up at my doorstep looking for me to give them a ring.
Anton,
really?
Anton, you say yourself, women don't know what's best for them. They don't know how to choose men. And this is true. And this is why men think that all they have to do is have money, because women don't.
Why do you keep saying that? Nobody is bringing up money.
Because I said that a lot of men are not marriage. You brought up money. What are you talking about? You just talking about how men
I didn't bring up money. I said the gym. I said level up. I said a lot of different things. I never brought up money at one time.
You did. You said we're out earning. We're taking over nursing.
Well, I think that the term level up is where the discrepancy or misunderstanding is coming, because I think, Ashley, like based on what you were saying, you were looking at it as more like money wise, which I completely agree that just because you have money doesn't mean that you're going to be a good mate, whether male or female or whatever. But Anton, I think, was saying that level up means a lot of different things, and he just listed a few, whereas it's money, whereas it's in the gym or whatever. He just listed several under the umbrella terminology of level up. So I think that's where the misunderstanding is.
Look at Kay for the clarification.
Well, my assessment.
I'm coming to you, Rella. I'm coming to you, Rella. Ashley.